It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and let's talk Northern Areas football now with the great Graham Spud McKay, who is on the line. Spud, how's things going up your way?
Oh, plenty of rain, Jace, and we're just heading along nicely at the moment, and probably good to be back into football because it gives us, now we'll know when the weekends are. Otherwise, things roll into one end or the other, and we don't know when Saturday is.
That is true. That's true. It's great to have it back. So, before we get into who's playing who this week, what decision has Northern Areas football come up with for the remainder of the season? What's the program going to look like?
Yeah, they've revamped it a little bit. So I thought round 16 was supposed to be a split round, but it wasn't. Round 15 they've taken out because that's the split round. So effectively they'll be playing 3 complete rounds, and each one have played each other 3 times. So that makes everything pretty fair. And then they've had to condense the finals down. So they've got the qualifying final on Saturday, August the 28th, and the elimination final will be on the Sunday, the 30th. So that will mean that they'll make up for the 2 weeks that we've missed, and everything will go ahead the same for the preliminary final, and the grand final will finish on the 11th at this stage. So fingers crossed that we can get through, and that'll all work out pretty good. But we don't like the Saturday-Sunday game, especially the one that has to host the Sunday one. It's very difficult because it's not what we're used to, and the crowds are usually down a little bit. But anyway, you have to do what you have to do in order to get it through.
That's true, mate, and you're right. Sundays are not popular in terms of those finals. That's why they're normally split up. You get the whole league a chance to go to the one game on the one weekend. But it is what it is. Like you say, strange times, and that program, of course, is provisional. Like everything in life is provisional at the moment.
Subject to change. Subject to change, Jason.
Exactly right. Oh, boy. At least we know we're going to get round 13 of matches in this week unless something ridiculous happens over the next 3 hours. But let's have a look at who's scheduled to play who. Now, that loss of an extra match really does hurt BMW's finals chances. So there's only 3 games left for them now to make up one match on Crystal Brook and 2 matches on Southern Flinders. It kind of means this week is a must-win game for them against Broughton Mundura.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess if BMW are good enough, they can still do it, but it does make it a little bit more difficult with one less game. But effectively, it's still in their hands. If they keep on winning, well, then they'll make it, but it's going to be a big ask.
Yeah, it will be. So I think that's where we'll start. BMW, Broughton Mundura. Now, it was originally scheduled for Bullaroo, I believe, but it has been changed, this venue. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah. They've gone to Melrose. So, and I reckon next week there might be another game, supposed to be another game at Bullaroo, and I think that one might have been changed too. Something to do with the Oval. They thought it wasn't quite up to scratch, so they've changed it to Melrose. So that's probably good, but be very wet over at Melrose because I was over that way this week, and they've had plenty of rain over there, and it will be hard going for all the players.
You'll sink you up to your shins, I reckon. But that might bring the scores back a little bit too, and it might just work in BMW's favour. So must-win sort of game for them, as we said. For Broughton Mundura, they're going to finish top 2. So that's you can take that to the bank. So, it'll be an interesting one. BMW, you give them any chance, Spud?
Yeah, but I mean, I just don't think they got the all-round depth to be able to challenge Broughton Mundura. Because Broughton Mundura have the leading goal kicker in William Hewitt now. William can play, if he getting beaten at full forward. They can always put him down the ground because he started football as a winger and now has made a great fist of being up forward and kicking goals for them. Tommy Whelan, the centre half back, has been consistently good for them. Callis Freer, Kane Bowley, Dylan Hewitt. We go through them. But BMW seem to rely heavily on Alec and Lucas Kanga. And I know Lucas Kanga was playing a little bit banged up there for the last couple of minor round games. So the break has probably helped him, but they'll need a lot of help from Braden Battersby at centre half back's been good for them. But yeah, I don't think BMW can get over it there, even though it's on at Melrose. So I'd say Broughton Mandurah will win.
Right. Well, BMW will also be big fans and supporters of Jamestown Peterborough this week, who are at home taking on Crystal Brook. And if they can't get that job done against Broughton Mandurah, well, Jamestown Peterborough having their first win of the year would be the next best thing for them. But unlikely against Crystal Brook, you would think, Spud?
Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? But stranger things have happened. So Jamestown will be pretty wet, though it was raining down there today and we had nothing up where we are. So they will. The Oval will be hard going, and we know that sort of they almost were able to get over the top of Southern Flinders under those sort of conditions. But Crystal Brook are probably a little bit different. Again, whether the couple of weeks off has helped, Daniel Hill didn't play the last minor round game. So if they can have him back up forward, and Darren Schillerbeer is good at centre half forward, and of course their on ballers have been marshalled by Luke Capitola, and Joel Millard's been in really good form for them. So they are the main dangers for Jamestown Peterborough, and of course Jamestown Peterborough will rely on Matt White, Henry Hall, Daniel Clark, all younger players that have been in consistently good form for them throughout the year. They just need a bit of luck probably to go their way, but it'll be a hard ask for their backline to try and hold those key forwards that I've mentioned for Crystal Brook. So I think Crystal Brook will get over the line here.
Yeah, they do kick a score, Crystal Brook, but they also concede one. So we'll see if the conditions can help out Jamestown Peterborough a little bit as well. But your boys have got the foot on the proverbial till, I reckon, Spud. There might just be a twist in the tail.
Yes.
Just been close enough over recent times, so who knows? We'll see. Southern Flinders, though, they have a big game against the top side at Warabra. Orroroo will be coming down for this one and go in as red-hot favourites, the top side. But Southern Flinders are the Jekyll and Hyde, I reckon, of Northern Areas football.
Yeah, I think this one's at Gladstone.
All right.
That game, yeah.
Yes, okay.
That's what it's listed as. Look, Orroroo, I would have thought would be too strong here because even though they've lost Aidan Lee, Luke Bowman, Patrick McCarthy will do the bulk of their rucking for them. The runner-up to the goal kicking at the moment is Nick Homch, and he's sitting on 44. He's only 10 behind William Hewitt. So he'll be looking to get a bag, and he's got quality on ballers that can get the ball down to him a lot in Tom Martin, John Nicholas, Darren Hughes. They're all good. And Orroroo's backline is pretty sound. So Southern Flinders will rely on Joel Amberg-Pedersen, Jackson Bruce, Zeke Kay have been consistent performers for them, Zeke in the backline for them. Don't think they've got the on-ballers that can perhaps challenge Orroroo's there, so that'll make it hard. Kobe Millington is probably the best of them. So I just think Orroroo will be a bit too strong here, and after the break there, they'd be looking to get into form. They would have trained hard trying to keep their match fitness up, but it's nothing like a game to get them back going. So Matt Dignam, I'm sure, will have them tick them over, and Orroroo will, I think, get over the line here.
I think you're right as well. Anything else, Spud?
No, I think that's about all for this week. We'll see how we've gone, and we'll find out who can sort of come out of the break the best, whether there's any upsets or not. But let's hope that we can sort of get through the rest of the season without any hiccups, and that will be good.
Here, mate. Good luck to everyone having a kick this week in Northern Areas football. And Graham Spud McKay, we'll catch you next week, mate.
Thanks, Jace. We'll catch you.